Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So for today's video I thought I would do my most highly requested video, and that is my fake tanning routine. I always get a bunch of compliments and comments on my tan. If you know me well, I tan religiously. I'm always fake tan, and if I don't, I just don't feel the same. So if you guys want to find out how to get a beautiful and flawless tan, then just keep on watching. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you will know that I just recently posted a photo of me before and after tanning, and it was actually reposted by Bondi Sands, which I was so thankful for. It was such an exciting thing for me to have a company that I absolutely love and love their products repost my photos. This also is what kind of pushed me to finally do this video, because I got so many questions about it, so I thought I would answer them all in this video and give out the tips that I have about tanning. So yeah, I guess let's finally get started after all this talking. So when it comes to tanning, you need to make sure that you have prepped your skin nicely before you actually apply the tan. This includes shaving, exfoliating and moisturizing. So I'm going to start by taking you through those steps of how I do it and the timing and just how I do things. If you plan what day you want to tan in advance, this is a really good thing to do. That way, say you were tanning on a Friday, you could shave and exfoliate on the Thursday, and then you could literally just quickly jump in the shower and then tan afterwards, because your skin would be nice and prepped. If you're like me and you're kind of like lazy or completely forget to do these things, you can do it all in the one go. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of patience sometimes, but it does get the job done very quick and it's out of the way, and then you are left with a beautiful tan. So what I usually do personally is tan on the Friday night, and then I will shower it off on the Saturday morning and then just sleep in it on that Friday night. So I usually don't tan too late at night, because if I'm having to sleep in it, it's really disgusting and it's just really sticky and gross on your bed sheets. So make sure if you are doing that, you have old bed sheets down, or they are not white like these ones behind me. So what I like to do is get into the shower. I will then grab an exfoliating glove and I will just exfoliate any old tan that I might have still lingering on my skin from that week. This is also just to get rid of all the old dead skin cells and to make your skin nice and smooth. Sometimes if I have a tan that week before, I will shave first and then exfoliate, but you can kind of just do it whatever order you're more comfortable with. By doing this, your tan will go on so smooth and so evenly. Hopefully there's no patchiness or anything like that. The places that I find I need to exfoliate the most is my arms up here, bits on my neck, obviously the main places where you get dry, which are your knees, elbows, feet and things like that. Those are just probably the most important places to exfoliate, to get all those dead skin cells off so that the tan will go on nicely. Otherwise it'll overdevelop and dry in those places and you're going to get patchy tan everywhere and it just looks ugly and just no thanks. So once I've finished doing that and I'm about to get out of the shower, I like to turn the shower on to cold for a little while, and this is just because when you get into a hot shower, all your pores open up, and obviously you've just shaved your legs as well, so you may get razor rash. This is why it's probably a good idea to shave the day before. Otherwise it's still fine to do it now. Just make sure before you come out of the shower you turn the water onto cold. I stand there for about a minute or so that all my pores close up, because when you put the tan on, if your pores are hot and still open, all the tan's just going to go inside of them and it's going to leave little black dots all over your body, and it's not very nice, it's not very pretty. So yeah, that's just what I like to do to avoid that whole situation. Next thing I like to do to ensure my tan will go on beautifully is I moisturize. The two moisturizers that I go between is the Bondi Sands, the Everyday Gradual Tanning Milk, and I also use the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. This is just my everyday moisturizer in general, but this is one I use when I'm tanning. If there are places on my body I notice that are really dry, like obviously like my knees, my neck, like the places that I said before, I will just go in with a little bit of the Aveeno. I find that this is a lot more moisturizing than the Bondi Sands one. I just use this on my arms, my legs, places that I want a really nice radiant tan. I literally love this stuff so much. I use it when I haven't got any tan on and I just want to feel that extra glowy and bronzed. Even though it's a gradual tan, I love it for that effect, and it smells amazing. Like amazing. Every Bondi Sands thing smells so good. After you finish applying your moisturizer, I kind of just wait and let it dry and let it sink into the skin before I go ahead and start tanning. It's really important that your skin is dry and smooth and isn't too lotiony, because otherwise your tan's just going to slip around and it's not going to stick in one place. Okay, so once all of that is done, the next part is tanning itself. Oh, this gets me so happy even talking about it. Oh, okay, so I use the Bondi Sands self tanning foam in dark. I love this stuff. I have been through literally bottles and bottles and bottles. I haven't tried ultra dark yet, but I think just for now, until I want to go even darker, I just use the dark, and I use about 1 or 2 layers of this depending. I will basically just get my tanning mitt and I will pump a few pumps of this onto it, and I start with my legs and my feet and I go up my body, and then I do my back and my arms very last, so that I can actually use my arms and like push them to get all of my back, if you know what I mean. So what I like to do is take a couple pumps and I will just rub the tan in circular motions around my body. I only tan up to my neck because I buy foundation that matches my tan. I just don't put it on my face because I feel like it would be bad for my skin. I have really sensitive skin on my face. I feel like the chemicals in it would react to my skin on my face, and I don't really want to try that, so I just play it safe and I just do it up to my neck. By all means, I'm pretty sure it's safe to tan your face with Bondi Sands. I've seen people do it before, so don't get me wrong, that is also something you can do. After I've applied the tan to the main parts of my body and it is all spread out nice and evenly, I will go over the places like my elbows and my knees, just the places that I know might overdevelop, so I only tan them lightly with the leftover kind of like residue or whatever is on the mitt still, just so that they don't come out really overdeveloped and really orange or something compared to the rest of my body. A couple of tips that I have when it comes to doing your back is, if you have a mitt like me and it's just a plain mitt, you don't have an actual back tanning mitt and you don't have someone to tan your back for you, it's really easy. What I like to do is just flip the mitt so this side is here and this one is here, and you just go like this on your back and you can just literally get all the places around there. Or otherwise I grab it from both sides of my back. You can't really see, this is really awkward. So I grab it from both sides and I will just run up my back like this. It's so awkward. Afterwards I will go and check my entire tan in the mirror, check my entire body, just making sure that I haven't missed a patch, because it is so easy to do. Okay, so after you've tanned and all that good stuff, I like to wait for about 10 minutes just to let the tan dry. If you're in a rush somewhere, I totally recommend getting a hairdryer and putting it on the cold setting and just going over your body. After that, I find it really important to make sure you wear black clothing or dark or old clothing afterwards. I cannot stress it enough. If you wear white clothing, it's just going to transfer right onto your clothes and it's going to make it pink or orange or brown. What I like to do is just wear plain black baggy clothing. That way you're not suffocating the skin and you don't get hot and sweaty. That way it actually enables the tan to develop. Another thing that is really important is make sure you stay out of the rain, or make sure you do not sweat within the couple hours or hour or however long you're wanting your tan to develop for. I usually wait 6 hours because that's how long it takes for a tan to fully develop, or like I said, I'll just sleep in it and wash it off the next morning. Once my tan is fully developed and I want to wash it off, I will get into the shower and just wait until that top layer comes off. So basically I'll stand in the shower and wait until the water goes clear again, because obviously the tan's coming off, so you're going to have a lot of brown stuff just flowing off your body basically. It is really important that when you get out of the shower you pat your skin instead of rubbing it. The way to look after your tan after all of that entire process to make sure it's long lasting and long wearing, and it should last like a whole week or so, I will just use the gradual tanning milk again. I use it all over my body, and this just ensures that my skin doesn't dry up or crack my tan or anything like that. So I think that's all of my tips and advice on how I do my tan. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up or subscribe to my channel down below. If I missed anything that you guys wanted to know, because I know I get a lot of questions about this all the time, just leave it in the comments below and I promise I will reply. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!